Hello, my name is Riley Perkle. When I first looked at Psalm 139:21, I was shocked a little. A passage that stuck with me is, "I do not hate those who hate you, Lord, and abhor those who are in rebellion against you." If I read this with no context, I may believe that the scripture was filled with negativity and hate, that anyone who did not believe in God was to be hated, showed judgment, and hostility towards. David seems to be promoting this by his statement. Honestly, this world is full of hatred, hostility, hatred and hostility already that we have created on our own through division, which misreading could reinforce the message for believers to despise others whom do not agree with them, which is a huge factor in division of our world already. And as I read further into Psalm, the message of the scripture became very clear. It was not to spread hate, but to bring light to God's knowledge, presence, and lordship in our lives. David makes a statement, "You have searched me, Lord, you know me." David strongly believes that God does know his thoughts and is always going to be present in his life. David expresses his thoughts on others who show rebellion and evil against the world in a negative tone, but his tone quickly switches and he brings the passage back to himself, speaking about how God may improve his life. My favorite part of Psalm was the ending. "Search me, God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way of everlasting." David's love for God is so strong that he would love for God to confront him in any wrongdoings in his life and to call him for change. When all of Psalm is read, you can understand how passionate David is with his faith and love in God and is improving himself by God's way. Context is very important in scripture because at the beginning, if we had just read the part that was a hateful message and been done, we would have missed out on the amazing statements, stories, and insights David had for God and his faith in God. I'm happy I was able to leave with the true message that the scripture was giving me, and is that God will lead us to holiness when we give our hearts to him. Thank you so much.